Okay, folks, today is Tuesday, August the 27th. So, what you're looking at is the close for the markets. I believe the markets were up about 1% today, and now we can see where they finished. The Dow was down 0.5%. S&P 500, NASDAQ, they're both down about 0.3%, and the small caps is down over 1%. So when we saw that the markets were declining, we decided to take a small wager for tomorrow. There's like a 50-50 chance of us gaining 1.5% or losing 1.5%. We like those odds when it's 50-50. So we're hoping tomorrow that we gain about 1% to 1.5%. So we move to 50% small caps and then 50% mid caps, since the markets were up a whole percent and then they finished in a negative. So for the last few weeks, the markets have been trading in a certain range. The range is actually getting smaller. So it looks like the markets are going to be declining here soon. So we decided to take a wager to see if we can start trying to gain as the market is dropping. So the market won't drop but so many days in a row. Just like if the market's going up, it only goes up so many days in a row before it starts pulling back. So one thing that we're trying to work on now for the next month or maybe the next couple of months, the market might be going down, but won't be going down every day. So we're just going to try to look for a pattern and then try to capitalize on the days where we think it's going to go up in a downtrend. That's one thing we got to practice. So we'll be practicing that for the next probably 2 or 3 months. Market should be back to all-time highs by the end of the year. Next year, they'll make multiple new all-time highs. And then going into 2021, it'll start getting pretty rocky again. So we're pretty much going to try to take most of our lumps down while we got this practice when it really doesn't matter. We have a certain amount that we're willing to wager and to see if we can capitalize on it. I know a lot of people think that this is crazy, but there's going to be very few people gaining when the markets are predominantly going down. We're going to try our hand to see if we can make any type of gains right now where it's really not significant. So that's one thing we're going to be trying. Most people wouldn't try that, but we're not most people. We think differently than everybody else. We look at numbers, we look at patterns, and overall we should beat everybody else out. Let me tell you what happened last Friday, just to catch everybody up. So we thought the markets would go up, jump past the 20-day moving average, at least jump past the 50-day moving average before they came back down. So they were headed that way, and then there was a tweet that came out. After the tweet came out, some threats came out. It all turned ugly from there. The markets fell about 3%. Most people would panic when the markets fall 3%. We don't panic when the markets fall 3%. We look for numbers and patterns. We know from experience the market are only going to fall 3% per day for so many days in a row. But we also looked at the range that it was in. When it fell 3%, it hit the bottom of the range. So we took a wager that it would bounce at least halfway up on Monday, about half of what it fell. We had a pretty good guess that it would retrace half of that. So we decided to try to go with 100% Harbor Capital so we can benefit and get a 1.5% gain. So that's what happened on Monday. For today, we kind of figured the markets would be coming back down because they're like alternating every 1 day or every 2 days. It'll be like a up, down pattern or up, down pattern. So today we kind of figured the markets might give some back. They were up 1%. They gave that 1% back and about half of another percent back. So we're hoping tomorrow that we can gain about 1 or 1.5% in our mid cap, small cap mix. And then probably Thursday or Friday, the market might be down, slightly up, or neutral. I don't expect them to be down big until next week. So this is one thing we're trying before the markets get too crazy. When the markets really start selling off, we'll look to see how many days it's sold off in a row, what the percentage is that it's sold off, see how close we are to any type of support, and then we'll try to play off of the support and resistances when we make our next moves. So that's what we're going to do going forward. And we just wanted to document it because a lot of people are going to ask us, how do we know? A lot of how we knew is we tried stuff that nobody else is trying. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind. We're doing pretty much the impossible. So there's going to be very little competition for when we really make it big because nobody else is trying what we're trying. Everybody else is either playing it safe or they're gambling. We're taking calculated risks. So I appreciate everybody's help. Like, subscribe, comment, share the videos. We really don't expect the channel to take off until the market really drops. So that'll be about the 2021 or 2023 time frame. Until then, we'll just keep making these videos. We'll keep learning the charts, keep learning different patterns. You know, try a few things that haven't been tried before by us anyways, and then we'll see where it goes. We do expect to be very successful in the end. We're willing to take our lumps up front when it really doesn't matter. We rather take our lumps on like when we only have $100,000 at risk than when we have millions of dollars at risk. So that's what we're doing now. Later.